Hello everyone, my name is Nikesh Maurya and I will going to let you know about basic of macros. So in this one, we all know we do task using Excel on daily to daily basis. It is like basic requirement to work in an office. So you have to use Excel in some of the other ways. So for those who are using Excel for a very once in a while, so this might be just knowledge thing that you going to have. And for those who are working on daily basis and doing same task, similar task and having the similar result and nothing but a repetitive result they are doing on a daily basis, and they want to automate that thing. So that thing we can automate using macros. So macros is nothing but one add-ons you can say. So which will they present in the Excel to automate your task. So it has a various way to use your macros. So why we use it? We use it for simplicity and saving a time. So to work on the macros, we should have Microsoft Excel. It is good if you have a latest version because some of the things will support on the latest version. Some of it might not be there on the earlier version. So you should have the basic knowledge of buttons and some logic for going going with the this demo. So here I have used some of the buttons and logic so that we can analyze and use macros for some demo purpose or any logical thinking. Okay, let's start it. So here you can say see we have start button, start cell. So here what I am doing, I am giving one task to move from this cell and go with this path and reach to this destination. So we have a more way of possible to reaching this path. So for one is that we are starting from here and moving the cell with this path and going to this goal. And another way is that we can directly click here and we reach to this destination. Okay. So for moving this cell, what we need from first we have to click right, then down, then right, down, down, then left, then down, down, then right, up, right, up, left. So this way we are reaching to the destination. So to make your macros to do this task, first what you need to do is you need to go to this developer option. If it is not there, you can choose the option field and you can add the developer option here. If it is not there in your add-ons, you need to take it from this place. Like here we have Excel ribbon add-ons are there. So if it will be there developer option if you have not choose, so you can take it. Okay, and you can first thing to see here we have macros. So here we can see all the macros that you create one by one. So here those names will come, and here we have button to record macros whatever the task you will record, and after that there will be a like play again for that one, and you will create a name for that, and you can assign to any button or any text to use that, or any with the help of any command you can achieve that thing. Okay, what is use relative reference? It is I will going to make you understand why where we will going to use it. Okay, so first thing first, what I'll do, first I'll go for record macros. And okay, so we are into the start position by default, and we are clicking record macros. So here what we are doing, we will going to move right. Okay, right, we will use control D, shift D. Okay, control shift D is for right, to move right. Okay, so it will going to save on this workbook, which we have various options to store this macros in a new workbook or something. Right now we will store it in our this current workbook. Okay, so macros name is right, shortcut is control shift D, which will going to make you to use very easily when sometime you do task using command. Okay, so right now we will click stop recording after when we move right. Okay, we have moved right and we're going to click stop recording. So that task or this moment from going from cell A to cell A2 to cell B2 is being recorded. So okay, suppose I'm here and I'm clicking Control Shift D. So I'm reaching from one position to another, but it is not relative because I'm clicking here and I'm going to that B2 very directly. So what direct recording macros does, it will let you to go to that position itself. And if you again click Control D, so it will not move anywhere else. But what we want is that we want to go from cell A2 to cell B2, then we want to click B2 to B3 to go downward. Okay, so we want to use this cell to move continuously and to reach to the destination. Okay, so we have to use relative reference. So what it does, like when you have clicked first time Control D, so it is reaching to the B. So when we going to make down, so relative reference will going to use this current cell as the primary cell, and it will move downward. Okay, so I will let you understand what is this is doing, how it is performing. So first you need to click on relative reference. So it has shown that it has been clicked. So we will going to choose a record macros. Okay, so what we will going to name it down. Down keyword will be going to as shift S. Okay, to move down. Okay, so right now we are into this position and we will go for down. Let's stop it. Okay, so first what we have done, Control Shift D, and here we are reaching. Okay, okay, see, I might not be able to make you look where it was. So Control Shift S, so it is moving very different way. So let's do it again. So we will delete all the macros and we will going to use relative reference in a while. Let's start it. So what we are doing, we are going from A2 to B2. So use relative reference and record macros. Right, right now let's shift D. Okay, so I have went from A2 to B2. So I'm stopping here. Okay, I have recorded one thing, and again we'll record down. Control S. Okay, we are doing here and we are moving from B2 to B3. So we have used this thing and again we have given one down option. So again we will record and we will use no, we have done right, down, right, down, down. So what we will going to do, uh, right now we will going for left. So okay, so let's start record macros. Left, Control Shift A. So what we will going to do, from D5 we will going to C5. Okay, so this thing is moving to left cell. So again down, right, and up we have to go. So to go to up area we have to choose W. Okay, we'll click up here, then we will stop the recording. Okay, right, in this way we went from right, down, right, left, right, up, and then we have moved to this place. Okay, so right now we need to click those buttons. So I'm clicking randomly somewhere and I'm going to D. Okay, so what it does, wherever you are at that position, it will move from that part. So it is easy for you to move those cells. Okay, so we will make buttons so that you can understand how it went. Okay, So what I have done, let me again repeat. So I was at some random position. Suppose I am in the position that required from A2 to B2, and I have used relative reference. What a relative reference does, when you are at some position and you have given some command to move that thing, so it once it will record it, and if you again click on that command, it will move from that position where you are currently. So it is using relative reference. So it will start from B2, and if you click on Control D, it will move to C2. This way it will perform using relative reference. So we will going to use it very better way of it. So what we will do, we will name it, and this one we will use for up. Okay, up. Okay, okay, somewhere it went. Okay, I'm clicking again. Up. Okay, so this button is going to use for up scenario. Okay, so you can see this is going somewhere. So here you click on right. Okay, so I'll make all the four buttons, then you will get to know how it is performing. Insert option, right click, will name this thing as a right. This button name will be right, so you can understand it has to move right. Okay, now we have clicked right here, so you can see the cell is going to the right position. Okay, so this way we are going to make two more cells. So here I'm going to make this button. It will use for left. Okay, left. Okay, so again one more button, down. Let me write in caps only. Okay, so right now our task is to move from A2 to F3. So right now we are at this A2, so we are moving right. So it went to B2, and then we are moving downward. It went to B3, then again we have to click right, right, down, down, then left, then down, down, right, 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 up, up, right, up, up, left. So this way, with the help of this button, we have reached to our destination, and in this button logic, we went from start with the goal. And one more thing, to if you want to go from lyric A to F3, it will be a kind of cheat. So we can make those things where we are saying that wherever you are, it does not require any relative thing. So wherever you are positioned at some point, so you can record it. So it will be named as cheat. You are cheating and you are directly reaching to the destination. You are not completing any part, any what you can say rule you are not applying. So Control Shift C. Okay, Control C. Shift C will be better because some command we will have it. So okay, we will click and stop recording after click on here. Okay, so let's check it. I am at some random position and clicking on C. I'm reaching to F3. So let's insert the button here. We'll write cheat here. So we will directly go here. Okay. So this way we have what we are doing. So again, we can do. Suppose we are at some random position. We want to reach to the F3. We are using cheat. Okay. Then if we want to move from F3 to A2, how we can do? Right, down, down, left, down, down, left, 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 left. up, right, up, left, left, and so this way macros does your task and it will help you to perform all your operation means with some button click. So here you are doing something with the help of click, but in the macros backside it is nothing but writing some kind of logic. So here you can see here what it does. For every command there is something that is happening. Like write what it does. It activate the offset of that cell arrange A1 to sheet. So this way it is going. And shortcut we are using for this worksheet and workbook is Control Shift D to move right. It is going from A1, right? So it is performing those things like it is going right and left for this offset and down for this offset like from this sub and down for 1 0 offset left for minus and up will be minus in the first place, and what cheat does is directly going to the F3. Okay, this way the micro operation automatically write its code with the help of your uh, manual what you can say interaction. Command will stop. We're going to close this. Okay. So this way we can say that whatever we are writing here, all the command will be present in the macros operation. So this way you can do your automation task for any Excel sheet thing. So in the latest video you have seen this thing right now. So in the later video, what I'll do use for some table to format automatically. Like from one click only you can format all the data. Like from row you want all the title to be a bold and all the border should be clear. All the border should be present here and all the unnecessary border should be get clear. So this kind of operation is also useful when we are getting some new data and we have to filter or format something. So it is useful for at that time also. We will going to see it in the next video. Hope you like this video and you learn something. If you like this video, you can thumbs up to this video and you can subscribe to my channel for more video related to this one. Thank you. Thank you for watching.